Fire shuts down Princess Hotel. President silences civilian sirens. And government in surge Bali at loggerheads over land sale. I am Rico Beaufort, and this is Uncut News. Do you see news happening? Send us a tip on WhatsApp at 592-659-6151. The Ramada Princess Hotel has closed indefinitely after a fire on Saturday night. Over 250 guests were evacuated, and although the fire was contained to one room, there is significant water damage throughout the hotel. The cause of the blaze is still under investigation. Firefighters used a crane fire truck and the hotel's pool as a water source to extinguish the blaze. The hotel is currently working with authorities to address guest issues during this time. Investigations are ongoing. And this is happening during CPL. Interesting timing, to say the least. In other crime news, in response to reports of threatening behavior, the Guyana police force apprehended a 30-year-old farmer at a farm in Sisters Village, East Bank, Belize. The arrest occurred after an incident involving Bisram Singh, a 64-year-old poultry farmer, and his 29-year-old daughter, Navita Singh. The suspect, who is originally from Better Hope, southeast coast Demerara, has been taken into police custody and is currently assisting with the investigation. So, let me get this straight. Old disgruntled farmer creates a makeshift boomstick to threaten another farmer and daughter. Strange. Anyway, in other gunman news, in Berbice, police apprehended an 18-year-old man after finding an illegal firearm in his kitchen. Acting on a tip, officers conducted a search at a house in number 67 Village Quarantine, Berbice at about 7:30 a.m., where they discovered a .32 caliber pistol on the table with no ammo in it. The teenager has been detained and is currently cooperating with the police. Sabrina Singh, a single mother of 5, is currently facing difficulties after losing her home to a fire due to a land dispute. She claims that her neighbor is destroying her property and causing altercations, leaving her afraid to even be there. Singh hopes for regularization of the area that she lives on or assistance from the government. She is in need of support to rebuild her home, and anyone who can assist Singh can contact her on telephone number 677-5719. Now for political news. The president of the Islamic Development Bank, Dr. Mohammed Al-Jasser, is visiting Guyana and Suriname to engage in high-level discussions, inspect development projects, and participate in the inauguration of a school campus. This visit highlights the Islamic Development Bank's commitment to supporting the socio-economic development of Latin American nations and getting rich in the process.
Attention truck owners. Between potholes, bad drivers, and high fuel prices, you've got 99 problems to deal with. But with Powered Automotive, your engine ain't one. That's because they stock high-quality parts and spares you need at prices you can't beat. Visit them at Lot 491 EE Eccles or call or WhatsApp them at telephone number 697017. Save big on truck parts at Powered Automotive, the #1 heavy-duty truck parts store in Guyana.
Tired of waiting on hold, tracking down a delivery driver, or carrying cash for your food orders? GT Eat is here to make your life easier. Guyana's first cashless food ordering and delivery app. Choose from Georgetown's top restaurants, pay securely with your card, and get your food delivered right to your doorstep. With the convenience of being able to order from your phone and the added feature of tracking your order, GT Eats is the ultimate solution for all your food needs. Download the app on Apple and Android stores and start ordering the easy way today.
The president has officially ordered all government ministers and other officials to remove emergency sirens and lights from their vehicles due to rising public complaints about their misuse. It is against the law for non-emergency and non-police vehicles to be equipped with such emergency equipment. The Home Affairs Minister and the Guyana Police Force have been instructed to crack down on private vehicles using these lights and sirens to beat traffic. Diplomats have also been notified to remove the emergency equipment from their vehicle. Good, make them wait in traffic like the rest of us. Guyana and the Maldives have signed a memorandum of understanding on political consultation and a visa waiver agreement. The agreement aims to strengthen relations, enhance communication, and facilitate visa-free travel between the two countries. The ministers also discussed increased cooperation in areas such as climate action and tourism. In health and human development news, around 200 households in Kumu and Quarry villages in central Rupununi Region 9 now have access to reliable electricity through the government's Solar House Systems project. The initiative aims to improve evening activities and studies, especially for children and youths, and plans to reach 30,000 households in remote and rural communities nationwide. The Housing Ministry is currently asking residents of Diamond, East Bank, Demerara to be patient as works continue on the collapsed water well at 6th Avenue. Engineers have encountered several challenges, but they report that the well will be completed by the end of October, providing a stable water supply to those in the area. Currently, residents in the area are having water on a rotational basis. However, when the new well is complete, this will stop. According to UNICEF, Guyana's multiple indicator cluster survey says that 64% of men surveyed reported that they consumed alcohol in the past month. However, the study did not find evidence of early alcohol use, with 21.5% of men and 6.5% of women stating that they did not drink before the age of 15. Additionally, 32.9% of women reported never having an alcoholic drink, while 6.5% admitted to drinking before the age of 15. In education news, the registration form for the January 2024 CSEC examination is currently available. Registration forms can be obtained at various locations and the deadline for submission is October the 20th. Late entries will be accepted until October the 27th. And why not just make it October the... Anyway, the subjects being offered include biology, chemistry, English, mathematics, and others, with practical fees for certain subjects. Now time for today's oil update. The government plans to establish an independent mechanism to monitor ExxonMobil's oil production. Currently, Guyana relies on reports from ExxonMobil directly, but the government wants a company to track production on a daily basis instead. So we actually have some reports that we paid for, not just whatever Exxon's cooking up for us. Anyway, Exxon says that they're also enhancing monitoring capabilities through a fiber optic cable and developing an operations command center. Meanwhile, here's a name I didn't think was going to show up in oil, and let alone back in the news, but Dr. Steve Serge Bali, the former chairman of GCOM, is currently taking the government to court over the compulsory acquisition of his land for the gas-to-energy project. Serge Bali is demanding $100 million for his 1.5-acre property, while the government valued it at just $7 million. The government offered to double the amount and later increase it to $20 million, but Serge Bali was not interested. He really wanted his $100 million. Anyway, the state is seeking the dismissal of Serge Bali's case.
It might not be robbery season, but the streets are still mean. That's why you need to get security for your home and business through Sheriff Security Service. Sheriff Security offers well-trained guards, armed and unarmed patrol, marine patrol, canine services. These people even got drones. Why? Because your security is their highest priority. You've seen the rest, now hire the best. Hire Sheriff Security Service today.
Now for our Uncut News Views Poll question of the day. Every day we pose a question about current events in Ghana, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel it least was. Last episode I asked, how can we as a nation best integrate Venezuelan migrants into our culture?
But before we get to that, I'm proud to announce our latest addition to the Noble Army, Richard Singh, who is supporting us at the reporter level, the highest level of monthly support we've received so far. So thank you, Richard Singh. And also, a special thank you to David Griffith, Dion Nascimento, Project Zero, and Dimitri V. I appreciate you all. And if you're watching at home and you'd like to support our movement, just hit the link in the video description.
Devlin says Venezuelans should never be allowed to settle in any part of the Essequibo. While we're offering the refugees help, let us do it anywhere else other than there. Don't forget, many of them were taught that Essequibo is already theirs. If things get sweet in Venezuela again, those people can switch up on us. Oh my. Everett Lawrence says put a cap on Venezuelan immigration. Oh my. Meanwhile, Gaia asks if Haitians can get citizenship in Ghana. I believe anybody could get citizenship in Ghana. Now for tonight's question. Do you think the education system is doing enough to prepare individuals for the evolving economic landscape? I want you to think about that question and tell us in the comments below. If your response is good enough, we just might feature it in our next episode. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight, and check us out tomorrow for another. Until then, I'm Nico Bulford saying good night, folks.